A Kubrick-esque visual experience a la The Shining, with grand wide shots and elaborate set design. Half of this film is incredible stylistically, and yet it falls flat. Blended with a corny witch story with bad set design, terrible effects like a fire bar under the camera, and bad costumes, half of this movie is just kind of garbage. A slow-moving, poorly paced, and undeveloped art film. This film has a 45% tomato meter, a 30% popcorn meter, and a 5.4 on IMDb. Today we are talking about Rob Zombie's fifth film, The Lords of Salem. Top 5 interesting facts about the film. Fact number 5. Rob Zombie himself described the film as if Ken Russell directed The Shining. Since that was my main notes, I tend to agree with him. Fact number 4. The movie was actually filmed in the real town of Salem, Massachusetts. Interesting fact number 3 about the Lords of Salem. Rob Zombie actually wrote a book based on the script with writer Brian Evenson. However, it was based on the original script, so it is quite different than the movie. Interesting fact number 2, Rob Zombie has said that it is a metaphorical and spiritual prequel to his Halloween remakes. Whatever the fuck that means. And interesting fact number 1 about Rob Zombie's fifth film, The Lords of Salem. There was a lot that was actually cut out of this movie. There was a whole movie within a movie that he filmed and shot called Frankenstein and the Witch Hunter. It was a kind of Hammer Films exploitation movie, and all of it was cut out of the final print. There was also an interview on the televisions that would have played in the background with a serial killer that was all cut as well. Daniel Roebuck played the serial killer, but none of that footage made it into the final film. This is not one of my favorite Rob Zombie movies. I watched it when it first came out and was horribly disappointed. Haven't watched it since 2012. 13 years later, I'm still horribly disappointed. It's not that great of a movie. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 on our must-watch meter. Stylistically, artistically, there's a few key elements that are good about this movie, but as a film, overall, 4 out of 5 on the must-watch meter. For our Halloween rating, I'm giving it a 1 out of 5 on the jump scare meter. He tries a few, but none of them are that well done. I'm giving it a 1 out of 5 on the chills meter. It's about witches. Who the fuck cares? And we're giving it a 2 out of 5 on the gore meter. There's some graphic imagery. There's some disgusting stuff. It's not gory necessarily, but just not that good of a movie. I would not recommend that you watch this on Halloween. This was Rob Zombie's fifth film after House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, Halloween 1 and 2. And I get it. He was trying to do something different. Those 4 movies are all just a psychotic killer family. I understand he was trying to do something different, but he just didn't do a very good job. To me, it felt weak and cheesy and not scary at all. I didn't like the witch aspect of the story one bit. I didn't like that it was really set in modern day Salem. It was surreal and it was artistic, and there are a lot of merits to this movie. Like I said, there's a lot of really stunning wide shots. As far as cinematography, there's some things that should be seen in this movie, but it's just not a good movie. The script is lacking, the story is lacking, the acting is fucking lacking. Sherry Moon Zombie, she does great as a psychotic killer side part. Her in a leading role, underwhelming, let's say that. I've watched this movie twice, and it is by far not my favorite Rob Zombie movie. Maybe in another 10 years I'll watch it again and get it, but probably not. Again, stylistically, artistically, there's some things that could be said about this film, but not too much at all. That is our review of Lords of Salem.